Greetings and salutations, everyone. My name is Manuel Chamiso, also known as the Alkalized Man. And today, we're going to talk about something that we were always told is fancy. And we're going to see how fancy it really is. And something that's very common. So, let me put on my hat and show you what's going on. Okay. I wasn't slick enough, but hey, whichever. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be recording some of this information so I can create an edited video. If you haven't had the chance, I am using Evelyn's Hydration Angel because she cares so much that she just loves caring for other people, meaning that she likes to give water, but also help educate. And she also wants to spread the word. So if you have any questions, please ask Evelyn any questions. You can DM her, follow her, and DM her in TikTok. And if you like the Messenger and Instagram, go for it. Have fun. So ask her all the questions you would like. And if you guys get the chance, I'm still building up my profile, and surely but slowly, but it is what it is. So this is where I have a lot of my experiments. So the experiments that you guys are going to see before you, I'm going to be putting an edited version into in my TikTok, and Evelyn's been sharing this as well. So big kudos, big kudos. Come on, man. So Evelyn says this hairstyle would be cool, but this was an effect, man. Okay, so I wanted to get into some other stuff, but either way, the information I'm going to share. I've been researching on all the different kinds of health items, but also I've been looking into a lot of the things that we were told. And because we were told a collection of things, we were led to believe that this is the best. And we have not really done any real research. But those who have stumbled upon this live will actually get to see some research to see if something that we buy from the grocery store is actually good. And if not, why is it not? But we go to the grocery store thinking that, oh, because this is more expensive, this must be much better. This one is imported, so it must be much better if it's imported. And this one is like fancy from Iceland. So the water that they have there is the best of the best. Or we go with something that's the most common when we start when we're told from our doctors, nutritionists, and other collections of people saying spring water is the best. Well, we go to the store, we pay a lot of money for these types of waters because our body is 70-75% water and we can't live without it. But it's one of the things that we spend the most money on. This is a huge business. But the business right behind it is health. Yes, a lot of us are trying to get healthier, and some of us are trying to gain our health back. Because when we were kids, we didn't care. When we were teenagers, we didn't care. When we were young adults, we didn't care. And then got a little bit older, and all of a sudden you start caring. And then you get a little bit older, well, you're probably caring a little bit more. But all of a sudden you start experiencing something, and then you're like, what the hell happened? What the hell happened? And then you go to your doctor and you ask him, I feel this way, what happened? And your doctor says, I don't know what happened, but you gotta watch your diet. Okay, so how can I improve my diet? Go talk to a nutritionist. You don't know, doc? You don't know how things are working over here? No, I just take a couple of tests and I give you a prescription. But that's okay. So there are some things that we have done that we've been groomed to do, and we put a lot of faith in our experts, and we don't have the time. We don't put a lot of research on a collection of things, and we hope that the experts that's telling us this piece of information is the best piece of information. then we find out that that didn't work. This piece of information didn't work. This piece of information didn't work. This didn't work. This didn't work. This didn't work. But I'm having all these more health issues. I'm having more discomforts and other things. So if you stumbled upon here, greetings. And I want to see if there's possibilities of unveiling some of the things that we normally don't spend time on. But if you're here, we're going to spend a little bit of time in pretty much seeing what is what and if it's really worth your buying power. Yes, and yes, you have buying power. You get to choose what you put into your body. You get to choose what you put in your car. You get to choose to decide what you're going to put in the cart, and you guys have the choice to spend your money where you're going to spend it. Me, I just tell you what you've been spending it on and what I have been spending it on. So if you have any questions, please, 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 please ask the questions. I have a tablet over here so I can read your questions because these phones are fairly far away. Can we say charlatan? Come on. Okay, water scam. Yeti, how's it a scam? I haven't even done anything. Or what's the scam? So, Yeti, please tell me, what is the scam? Is it one of these? Is it one of these? Is it one of these? I'm just wondering. I like the comment of the scam, and I know Evelyn doesn't like it, but I enjoy it because how long does a scam last? I don't know. So far, most scams last between a year if they're really good. At the best, mostly about 2 years. I've been doing this for 8 years. So is it a scam? No, it's not a scam. I haven't done anything. Not yet right now. But either which way, we'll go into some of the details and whatnot. Okay, so if you have any further questions, even Yeti, if you have questions, please ask the questions. I enjoy questions. And if you have any concerns, I have tested a lot of bottled water. I've tested this. I've tested the one that everyone loves, Fiji. Now I'm even going to, in a couple of days, I'm going to test the most expensive water in my arsenal, which was this. I haven't opened this thing yet. And this one was the biggest shocker in my viewing of waters. And a lot of these brands I've never seen before. And that's because I haven't bought bottled water for years. And some of them I do recognize. And when I tested them, the quality has gone down. The newest one that's in my book, I really thought it was beer, was this. It looks like a beer can. But you know what? I'll never drink this. And the main reason why is because of, it says death on it. You drink anything that says something that's extremely negative, just think about how it's going to influence your body. And since Evelyn got me on this, it's all based on this book, The Hidden Messages of Water. If you guys ever look at this, just go to a Google search or any search engine and look at the hidden messages of water. The research in itself is beautiful. And it actually makes a lot of sense when you put it into your real life. And when you think about it, a lot of the concepts is a lot of our cities are pretty much built around water. Our world is 70 to 75% water. Our bodies are 70 to 75% water. The qualities of our water plays a role, and then when we put it into our bodies, it also plays a role. Also, when you start having particular thoughts, when you have particular emotions, that influences your waters. It influences your body, and it also influences your health.
Go straight to it.
So we're going to see if these qualities of waters actually have something that can help benefit you. So let's go digging deep. So what I'm going to do is, let me do a quick little recording. And go with the quick recording. So when you guys get the chance, I'll be recording some of this stuff, so you're seeing it right in the action. So you're kind of like working with me. And also, you can always come back and see the results. So if you want to share this information to one of your family and friends, because these are one of the bottles that you actually do drink, because we found out that a few Italian restaurants sell this. And a lot of people buy this, especially on the East Coast. And this is the first time I've seen this bottle. So this is a natural spring artisan water. And Iceland, first time I've ever seen this. I have never seen Icelandic water ever. So I wanted to test it out. Okay. Okay. There. All right. I'll get to the point. Alrighty. Yes. All right. Let me do the first recording. So, are these waters the best? Don't know. We have some artisan waters. We also have some imported waters. And also we have a common water that a lot of people drink. Are these waters the best? I don't know, but we're going to find out in 3 tests. pH, antioxidants or oxidation, and mineral content. Let's find out. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the mineral test. And the mineral test is basically an on-off test. Is it no to low minerals, or does it have high minerals? And nature has minerals. When you look into distilled water, reverse osmosis, vapor distilled water, that is not natural. Nature does not create those types of waters. The waters that we normally find in nature, obviously, is waterfall, lake, rivers, aquifers, and other things. So I'll do it real quick. So this is a lemon, and our fruits and vegetables also have water. But also, we all know that our fruits and vegetables also have minerals. So if I tap this in, the light turns on. So when I go into the water that I make at home, the light turns on. Even tap water, it will set this thing off. But we're not testing tap. We're actually going to be testing these bad boys. So the one I cannot fit is, I believe, this one. Right? Yep. So let me just pour some of these guys out already so I get a preset up. So what do you guys, what's your favorite water brand? Do you normally drink tap, filter tap, or bottled water? Let me know. Maybe I've already tested one of your bottles of water. And do you guys drink distilled, purified, or RO? I'd like to know. Alrighty.
From the host and Fiji.
Huh?
From the host and Fiji.
And what I used to drink way back in the day, I used to drink from a water hose. At that time, I didn't care. But we can't do that nowadays because there's just too many things that's going on with our water. Alrighty. Okay. So let me do this recording that will explain this light meter and go through straight into the test. All right. Make sure I got all the views. Okay, let me back this thing up a little bit. Okay. Here. All right. And begin. So what we have here is a light meter, and this measures the mineral content of these waters before us. Here I have a lemon. A lemon has minerals. So if I plug this bad boy in, break a couple of pulses, it turns on the light. So nature has minerals in its waters. So the same thing goes with my water that I make at home, turns on the light. Everything is good. But the good question is, do these waters that we buy in the store, do they even turn on? Let's find out. Here we have the aqua. Oh, it turned on and then it turned off. Let's do that again. Okay, so I'll say it has low minerals. Here we have the aquapana. Has low. Oh, okay. Fairly low mineral content. And then we have Icelandic spring water that doesn't seem to have much on minerals. Then we have Crystal Geyser spring water that doesn't have much on minerals. But the water that I make at home has an abundance of minerals. So turn on like a Christmas tree and I become more conductive. Okay, so that was pretty cool. So these two, they did light up just for a brief moment, but then the light would turn off. So it just seems like it does have a little bit of minerals, but I don't know why the light goes out. But it is what it is. And this one is not turning on now. Okay. So mineral-wise, it's not too much. So one of the methods you can do to increase the mineral content is to put a little bit of salt or put some lemon juice in it. Totally fine. What else? I'm still kind of shocked that a lot of the bottled water that I've been testing doesn't have much on minerals. And even some of them like Aquafina, Essentia, they say they put electrolytes in the water, and the electrolytes, if you continue reading through the ingredients, they say for taste. And this, well, actually, I'll just show you. In the ingredients, they say that they put electrolytes in it because we're not supposed to drink so much water because we may wash out our electrolytes. Well, the reason why a lot of sports people supposedly drink these waters is because of the electrolytes. But even if it says electrolytes or ionic, it doesn't turn on the light. So how much, or how much minerals do they put in the essential? Not much. So you're spending all this type of money on water that's going to wash out your electrolytes, even though they're the ones who say, drink this water, we have the electrolytes. So can you stomach like paying so much money on these bottles of water so far based on mineral content? Because one of the things I'm trying to do is I'm trying to answer the particular question. What is the best bottled water? And I so far do not know. A lot of the bottled water I have tested so far has not outperformed the water I make in my kitchen so far. Okay, so the next test to me is the most important test. This test deals with antioxidants and oxidation. So if you look at if you just go on Google and you look at alkaline versus acidic foods, just go on any Google search and just try to get a list. You'll notice that a lot of your alkaline foods or alkaline forming foods is fruits and vegetables. Why? Because the fruits and vegetables, not just the vitamins and the minerals, but they also have water in them. So there are raw vegans as well as some vegans. All they do is eat fruits and vegetables. They don't even drink bottled water. They don't drink water. They actually get the water content from their fruits and vegetables. And they eat so much fruits and vegetables, even juicing has already been documented that it helps the body significantly to improve the health. Significantly. Why? Vitamins, minerals, and the water. You don't add water in your juices. You just use the water that's already in the juice. That's why when you have like pineapples, cucumber, apples, I mean, just the whole collection. You juice those bad boys, watermelons, lemons, they're the most alkaline forming foods, watermelons and lemons. And it's already been documented that drinking a lot of these waters, these juices, helps improve the body. It detoxes, it lowers inflammation, it hydrates the body down to a cellular level. That's great. Why? Because that water is structured water. It is alkalized water. It is electrolyzed reduced water. But it's been electrically reduced by nature. God has made fruits and vegetables, and it's perfect. That's why we eat so many different variety, different types of colors, different types of vitamins, different types of minerals, all these different collections of things. We're supposed to be consuming them to improve our health. We need variety. But when you eat a lot of meat, which meat's not all that bad, but when you eat mostly your meats, potatoes, starchy foods, and other things, and it doesn't have much on color, that starts to reduce your health because those type of foods don't have a lot of water in them. That's why it's best to have your fruits and vegetables throughout the day because they have a lot of water in them. And we're supposed to be drinking 8 glasses of water and so on. So this test is the most important test in my book because it breaks down all the stigma that I'll go with this. All alkaline water is a scam. There's a lot of people that think that alkaline water is a scam. And you know what? I know that they are right. I know they are right. Did you know that they were right? Let me see. Let me see the questions that's over here. Okay. Kangen life. I like it. Kangen. Okay. Fiji. From a water hose. Yes. Fiji. Oh yeah. Let me say a little bit about Fiji. So does Fiji have minerals? Just to help answer Maryland. Let me bring the light meter here real quick, so you get to see it fairly quickly. Does Fiji have minerals? It lit up just a quick second, but it's very, very low in minerals. And why is that? Fiji, where's Fiji? Fiji is near Asia. It's or near Hawaii. It's a long distance. So by the time that you get this Fiji bottled water, it's actually a few months to a few years old. And nobody really knows when it was bottled. So a lot of the contents of the Fiji water, the Fiji spring water, a lot of the properties have been reduced because it gets reduced over time. Same thing with Crystal Geyser and these bad boys. And this particular test will tell you how old it is in a sense. Okay, so let me see if there's any other questions. Kangen, I know Kangen is some good water right there. Kangen is good water. Can you test Icelandic first, please? Okay, I will test Icelandic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the ORP. What's up?
Fiji is north of New Zealand.
North of New Zealand.
Yeah, and east of Australia.
Yeah. So it's in here.
North of New Zealand.
And then you have the U.S.
Somewhere around, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let me plug this bad boy up.
Oh, record yourself.
Yeah. Evelyn is talking to me in another room because she's working on some other stuff while I'm over here on the grind. Okay. So Icelandic, so King in Life, I'll get into Icelandic very soon. And filtered tap water. Filtered tap water, I will do that. I could do that tomorrow. I could do that tomorrow. So filtered tap water has minerals. And when it comes to this particular test, I have done tap water a lot. So I can give you the answers real quick. And I'll show you. Now, how do you make the water in your kitchen, brother? I have a water system in my kitchen. It goes through filtration first. So I remove the fluoride, arsenic, pesticides, herbicides, pharmaceuticals, heavy metals, and also I reduce my hard water because here in California, San Diego, we have some hard water. My God. Um, uh, CRME, creamy. How much? It's not a bicycle. It's a motorcycle. I think it's a Ducati. But that's why I'm going through this. I got to show you this first so you actually understand what it all means. Because how much is this? This was 3-something bucks. This is $3. How much was this? This was $2.70, around $2.70. How much was this? This was about almost three. Yeah, I think it was almost $3. How much was this? This was around $2.50, almost $3 here in San Diego. And then this, well, a gallon of this is less than 10 cents. So I make this for years. So I'm extremely happy about that. But let me dive deep. Okay, so for this particular test, I actually need volume. I need a lot of water. So I'll be putting a probe into the bottles. Okay. So this is so far the most important test in everything. This will make doctors understand what we're actually doing here. This will make nutritionists understand exactly what we're doing here. And also scientists will understand what we're doing right now because this is the bread and butter. This is the bread and butter. Minerals, you can always add minerals. Antioxidants and oxidation, you have to know where it starts from first. And then the pH, well, like I said, alkaline water is crap. But we'll get into that stuff soon. Okay, so let me make sure that my machine here, my handy dandy meter over here, is calibrated properly. Okay. Okay, I'm getting good numbers, good numbers. Okay. All right. So let me go with the explanation, but also the recording at the same time, so you guys get the same spiel all around. Okay. And I'll also emphasize what I was saying before too. So the next test is the most important test. This is for the doctors, this is for the nutritionists, this is for all the scientists in the world. This test is the most important test because this cracks all walls. Antioxidants and oxidation. This is an ORP meter. This measures if the waters before us have antioxidants or oxidation. What does that really mean? So if this is a positive number, a positive millivolts, then it's oxidative. The more oxidation that you consume, the closer you go towards dis-ease, more inflammation. But if it's a negative number, it has antioxidants, and that means a negative millivolts, which is the antioxidants get you further away from inflammation, get you further away from dis-ease. So let's go measure these waters before us. So since this is recorded, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you guys the numbers first, and then I'm going to record it. So because you guys are here and you are using your time, you guys get first dibs. So let's go with my water so you guys get to see what a negative number looks like. Here you go. And let me use the tablet to make sure that there's no glare. You guys are seeing a beautiful negative, look at that, negative 800. For the people at TikTok and Instagram world, you guys see that beautiful negative number? It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So let's go test out the bottles of water that you buy from the store. Let's go with the Artisan water. Here you go. Okay, It's a little bit brighter. There's a glare, glare, glare. Okay, you see a positive 222. So it's a positive number. So it's oxidative. And here we have the panna, the Italian, imported. And this is glare. Sorry. This is also a 200. So it's a little bit less oxidative. And here we have the Icelandic. This is fancy right here. So you guys can see it. I'm just dumping it in there. Let me see. Oh, that's so much glare. 260, 250s. That's much higher. So the guys up there, you guys can see, it's a little bit more oxidative. So Icelandic is a little bit more oxidative. And here we have the Icelandic. Crystal geyser, sorry. 237. So it's a little bit less, just a little bit less. It's not too bad. But notice, all of them were positive. And so far, this is the only one that's negative. See that? So that's everything. Because I can plug this into an avocado. I have plugged this probe into a few fruits and vegetables. The oxidation level is much lower than a lot of these bottled waters. They're like in the teens, but they're still positive. That's because some of the fruits and vegetables has been sitting in our grocery stores for a long period of time, and the antioxidants has dissipated. It dissipates over time. So your freshest antioxidants come when you unplug the fruit from the tree, unplug the fruit from the bush, uproot the fruit and vegetable from the ground. That's when you have the most potent antioxidants. So if you do gardening, you guys are doing fantastic. But if you're getting your fruits and vegetables from the grocery store, like me, I'm not getting a lot of antioxidants. But I make all the antioxidants in the world in my house. And that is worth its weight in gold. And as they say, health is wealth. Wealth. This is my wealth. This is my wealth right here. So now that you guys got a basic concept of what's going on, let me do this quick recording so you guys can see it later. And you can also share this with your family and friends if you wish. But before we get there, if you like this information, please smash that screen. Please smash that screen. And if you have any questions, please ask questions. I'm going to see if I can go through some of the questions right now. What would be the best water to buy? Lafayette? That's why I'm doing this whole thing. What is the best bottled water to buy? So far, I do not know. So far, what we just went through was the most important thing. Does this have antioxidants? We all know that antioxidants improves the body's health. This is oxidative, this is oxidative, this is oxidative, this is oxidative, this has antioxidants. So will this improve my health? No. It'll moisturize my tongue. Will this improve my health? No. It'll moisturize my tongue. Will this help my health? No. This will keep me hydrated to a good point. Will this improve my health? No. This will just hit my bank. It's expensive. All these guys are fairly expensive. This one was the most expensive one out of them. Oh, these two were the most expensive one out of the bunch. The panel, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Yes, it's in glass. I like it that it's in glass. Here you got microplastic you have to worry about. Here you got glass. There's no chemical reaction. That's the best part. Okay, so what is the best bottled water? That's the big question. So far, I do not know. That's why I'm doing these tests. And that's why I'm also recording them all on TikTok and all the social media. I'm going to be putting a whole library of all these tests that I've been doing on other platforms. Most of the stuff I've been putting on TikTok because TikTok is the most responsive, which is fantastic. Facebook, where is Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. YouTube can only do so much, but with the other social networks, some of the stuff I cannot say, some of the stuff I can say. Yeah. So, what's the best water? I don't know. So far, my bottled up water from my kitchen that I make every day, so far is the best water. Hands down, the most honest truth, and that's why I'm doing all these tests. That's why I'm using these bottles and I'm versing it towards mine. So far, my water has gone up against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I have gone through 36 different brands of water versus one.
You should record that.
And this has outperformed them all so far.
Record that. You should record that. Say
Oh, you look at this. I even got water from Mexico.
Ecuador.
No, this one's from Ecuador. This one's from Ecuador. I'm going global. South America. I got Central America. I also have another one from Central America, technically Mexico. And well, I even have local in San Diego, Carlsbad. Yeah, so far I have put my water to the test against all these different brands of water. And so far they haven't outperformed. And the main reason why is because this one particular test. This one test makes the biggest difference. This one test alone makes the biggest difference of it all. Okay, so let me do the recording. So you guys already saw what was going on, and you'll see it is being replicated. I mean, not replicated. It's being duplicated. This test is duplicatable. I can always show you, so far, based on what you're going to see here, I can always show you a positive number. And this one, always a negative number. That's the beauty. It's not a lie. It's not a scam. Why? Because I can reproduce it. I can duplicate it. All right, let me do the recording real quick. All right. Did I say this is the most important test? So let's measure the antioxidants or the oxidation of these bottles of water. So let me bring this to you. Here we have the aqua. We have a positive number. Try to see if I can reduce some of that glare. Here we have the Pana, also a positive number. And here we're going to go with another imported, and that is the Icelandic, more oxidative. Here we have Crystal Geyser, also a positive number. And then here, I just go into my water that I make at home, and it's a beautiful negative number. Every day I drink this. Every day this is a beautiful number. I love it. I love it. Okay, let me turn that off.
No, record yourself saying that whole thing has all those things and count them one again. Record that.
I have to make that as a separate video.
Do it now.
She loves this whole concept of this stuff.
Say it again.
Say it again. All right, let me do that after the pH. Let me do that after the pH. Okay. This one, a lot of people like this particular test because this is like the light test. This is a visual test. So what I'm going to do, or what the next test is called the pH test. Let me close Butterfingers. So let me test the pH of these particular waters. So what is the whole thing about this whole pH thing? Right now, the market, the bottled water companies in the market has been big on pH. And there's a good reason for it. And a lot of people don't know where it's starting to come from. So there has been research on alkaline forming foods and acidic forming foods. That's why everyone's all about eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables, eat your fruit, eat your fruit, eat your vegetables. And when we start getting into water, because this particular technology has been going on for more than 50 years. It's older than me, and it started off with Russia. What Russia was finding out was there was a lot of stories going on around the world. And one of the stories is how people drinking this water and a lot of their dis-ease was disappearing. And their health conditions started to drastically improve. One of these places, known as Lord France, had this particular special water. This special water was so special, they built a church on top of it. That's how special this water was, or this water is. And because it was so special, there's lines of people going to this location, getting their things of water, and feeling the healing benefits of it. The Russians went to these locations because the closest one is in Germany. They went to the water areas, and they started doing all their different tests, similar to what we're doing now. And one of the things that they found out was this is structured water, meaning this is water with electrons. Another doctor, known as Dr. Gerald Pollock, found out that there is a fourth phase of water, a fourth phase. In high school, we only know 3. In elementary, we only know 3. For the longest time, even probably nowadays, right now, you've only heard about 3 phases of water. You don't even know what the fourth phase. Fourth phase? What the hell are you talking about? There's no fourth phase of water. There is a fourth phase of water. We've been seeing it this entire time, and we didn't even know. We didn't even know. I didn't even know until a few years ago. And, let me stop my recording because this thing started to record by itself. We have always seen the fourth phase of water. We've also experienced the fourth phase of water. We have been consuming the fourth phase of water without no one telling us. It's beautiful. The fourth phase of water, what it really is water with electrons. It happens in nature. We've seen it, like I mentioned. When you go to a puddle of water, and actually, let me do this. So when you go to a puddle of water, and you see an insect lands on top of this water, it lands on top of the water. The water starts to give this impression like a trampoline. That little surface, that surface tension, is known as the fourth phase of water. That is the water with the electrons. It's a very, very thin barrier. That's why when we step on it, we break that tension with no problem. But there are some people that have actually even established this technique of running on top of water. Running on top of water. Go YouTube it. It's actually pretty cool. Okay. And also we have known this, that whenever you when you fall and you're at terminal velocity, when you hit the surface of the water, it's like slamming into bricks. You pretty much die from impact. Easy. Hence why you don't want to belly flop. It just hurts. That's that surface tension. It takes a little bit of force to break. Doesn't take a lot, but it could take some wind out of it. But either which way. Dr. Gerald Pollock also discovered that the fourth phase of water, which he at first called it easy water, ozone water, and not ozone water, but not ozone like the stuff that you get up there, but it's an electric zone, E-zone water, which is just a barrier of water with electrons. He discovered that in the cells of fruits and vegetables, plants also had this type of water in the cells. And then he later discovered that our cells have the same types of water. Inside our cells, we have waters with electrons, and those electrons power the mitochondria. Now, the Russians found out when they were going through all these tests that this water has electrons. So they created a method known as electrolysis and started up with this whole research on how you're going to get the electrons by how you're going to create water with electrons. So they conducted all these different tests and electrocuted the damn water because they found out in nature lightning bolts hit the water. And then little collections of other things. And they found out that what makes these waters special is the electrons. Truly, it's the electrons. But they also found out that the pH is also a good factor too. So this technology has been going on for more than 50 years. Japan was the next company because they created the patents, and Japan made it into a system that you can have in your home. And then they pretty much perfected it, so they started doing tests with the hospitals. And then the hospitals started to find out that there's all these collections of benefits. And then the Japanese, as well as the Koreans, also created a system as well. So right now, there's only 2 real manufacturers that makes ionizers around the world. The Japanese and the Koreans, South Koreans. Just to be a little bit more specific. Okay, so also part of the discovery is they didn't just discover that in Germany they had it, in France they had it. We also found out that Mexico has it, India has it, somewhere in China has it, and also there's one in Australia. So there are 6 locations that supposedly have these magical waters. And basically it's water with electrons. Ella and I have gone to the waterfall at Three Sisters Waterfall. And we was hoping, well, we're just doing our little thing. What is let's go to the rivers and the lakes and the waterfalls and see what the water over there tests.
It was alkaline.
It was alkaline, but it was very, very low in minerals because the waterfall, I guess, was the natural filter because we was at the bottom of the mountain. But it had no electrons. None. Because we weren't in the special location. But I don't have to go to Mexico. I don't have to go to Niederau, Germany. I don't need to go to Lourdes, France. I don't need to go to India, China, or Australia. I just go to my kitchen. That's all I do. I just go to my kitchen. I don't go to these. I will visit these places. Don't get me wrong. But let me see.
Record yourself with the
Yes,
ORP meter.
come on, man.
Manuel,
Yes.
You didn't record yourself with the ORP meter.
I didn't.
I don't think you recorded yourself
I did.
doing the ORP meter on the phone.
No, I didn't.
You just did it for the live.
No, I just did it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let me see your comments real quick. Can't see. How do you make your water out? Oh, I gotta go. How much? What would be the best part of the buy? I think I've already answered that. So how do you make your water out? I have my water system in my kitchen. Can't see. Hopefully you was able to see this time. When I juice my veggies, I get the best water in the world. I agree.
But doesn't have antioxidants though.
Juices from fruits and vegetables
Yeah,
do
but
have
it's
some
like that.
antioxidants. Doesn't have as much, but it does.
Test
have,
it out. Juice.
Yeah,
and
I'll make a
do the
video
trial.
on that. I'll make a
Yeah.
video.
We tested antioxidants and blueberries and didn't have nothing.
Yeah,
There was a lot of fruits and vegetables that don't have antioxidants, only vegetables so far.
yeah,
They say blueberries have a lot of antioxidants. That's a lot.
yeah. We'll make a video on me juicing some of my fruits and vegetables, and I will test the antioxidants because that is the most important test. Even birch trees are better than your water. Actually, birch water is pretty good. I don't, because it's straight from the tree. I don't know. No, birch. I've seen that video. I've seen birch tree water. It has a good amount of minerals. I've never had birch water, but I would like to test it. So far, I don't know. I specifically do not know. But Petrus Fit, you're right. You're right. Yes, we're dehydrated. Oh, so many of us are dehydrated. Okay, thank you for the lesson of useless information. Come on, fresh reviews, come on. That was some good information. Okay. I understand. Uh, let me see.
So this is like high school.
No, it's totally fine. I'm okay with your comments. I don't think it's all that bad. I knew we were in water when I saw the trees sway in the wind. Oh, yeah. Okay, use magnets. Um,
I think you got sidetracked and you didn't record yourself doing the ORP meeting.
No, I did.
I swear.
I got it. Water has nothing to do with it. Okay, blood pH is closely regulated by kidneys and lungs. You are correct. Water has nothing to do with it. You are not correct. The reason why is I understand what you're saying. Jake, I understand what you're saying, and you are correct. Our bodies regulate the pH of the blood, and what the body does, like if you eat a lot of acidic foods, and this is the perfect example when it comes to kidney stones. So if you drink, do you agree or do not agree that soda is bad? Because if you agree that soda is bad, the question is, why is it bad? It's because of the acidity of the soda. The soda is very, very acidic, and I'll put this in the test as well. So when we eat a lot of acidic forming foods, that's why a lot of your dis-ease is oxidative stress, a lot of free radicals. And when your body has to deal with all these acids, the body uses its minerals. Calcium is the main product that helps regulate or balance the pH, meaning it uses a base to neutralize the acid. So for it to neutralize the acid, you have calcium that's being utilized from your bones, ligaments, tendons, and muscles. And it's neutralizing the acid, so your organs do get inflamed because of the inflammation, because of the acid, and then your kidneys do get swollen. Then when you have the calcium floating through the blood and it gets filtered through the kidneys, because the capillaries inside the kidneys is inflamed, the passages are smaller because of the inflammation. And the calcium is being collected into the kidneys. So when you have so much collection and you still have inflammation going on in the kidneys, it starts to create kidney stones. And then once the pressure is built up, then it pushes through, and then you're giving birth in the wrong place. So what you're saying is it's semi-true, but the other side of it is when you eat more alkaline forming foods, such as more fruits and vegetables, a lot of the inflammation in the body decreases. If you look into Dr. Sebi's entire basis of his health and how he's helped so many people with their dis-ease, he always went towards alkaline forming foods. Always. If you have a condition, go to alkaline forming foods and alkaline forming waters. Because a lot of your fruits and vegetables have structured water, alkalized water, alkaline forming waters. And when you start drinking more alkaline forming foods and waters, it helps to decrease the inflammation, and also it decreases the amount of calcium going through the body, and it also, obviously your body regulates the blood because that's what it does. But the inflammation in the kidneys starts to decrease, and then the capillaries opens, and if you have any built up calcium, it just passes through. No big deal. So the waters has the biggest influence on your health. So that's why I do not agree with that particular statement. Hopefully that made a little bit more sense. Because we're 70 to 75% water. That's why we're not supposed to drink all the carbonated water in the world. Talking about dandelion green, mustard, green kale, parsley. That's a great combination, yes. The minerals and the phytonutrients in those bad boys does a lot of good things for the body. Artificial sugar, some of them are neurotoxins. They will spike the insulin like no business, and you can't even use it as energy. So some of your aspartame, if you look up at the side effects of aspartame, if you look at some of the other artificial sweeteners, there's a lot of what was another one? I can't think of it right now. Sucralose, I believe it's called sucralose, which is some of your healthy food stores are trying to use sucralose for 0 calories and also a sweetener. It also doesn't have the best health benefits for the body. Disagree, stomach pH is 4, actually it's 2.5 to 1.5. So is soda. Soda is 98% water. You are correct. But like I said, I will show you how bad soda really is. I like the comments, I do, because these are the comments that helps further the education or the test. Yes, you are correct. You are correct. I do have a video on this. So user, your stomach acid neutral, and that's why alkaline water is crap. You're absolutely correct. Alkaline water is crap because of your stomach acid. When you eat, when you're not eating, basically when you're in a fasted state, in a sense, when you drink water, your stomach acid is not being produced. Your stomach acid is actually around 6 or above. And when you start eating, when you start chewing, that's when your body is signaling the stomach acid to get released. And when it's releasing, it actually drops its pH. So when you're going through your eating, that's when your pH is at its lowest and it's breaking down all the foods. But your first breakdown is your saliva. That's why you're not supposed to drink alkaline water a half an hour before your meal and a half an hour after your meal. But people drink tea, people drink sodas, people drink sparkling water, like in Italy, and so on. I don't drink when I'm eating. I don't try to dilute my stomach acid. So user, you are right. And I do agree. I do agree. You use magnets. No, I have not used magnets, but Dr. Robert Kassar would strap magnets on his blender, and he would magnetize. I believe he would magnetize the minerals in the water during the time he's blending. I've never done that test though, so it's something I would like to do later in the future. And he used it on his Vitamix, and I do have a Vitamix, but it's in Chicago. I don't think Evelyn will be too happy if I put it on my Ninja, but I will. I'll see if I can look into it some more. I just need to buy magnets and strap it north south in a cross pattern. So I think I'm familiar with what you're asking.
Go for the pH test so we can wrap it up.
Okay, so let me start the pH. You guys have some awesome comments. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. Good conversations. Good conversations. Oh. My bad. I got ahead of myself. Let me go here. And why is it so close?
I moved it, so I was checking.
Oh, let me adjust my camera real quick because Evelyn did a move. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Almost there.
Thank you.
Okay, because we want to make sure we get the edited version so we can give this out to you guys. All right. So the next test we're going to do, the third and final test, is the pH test. And we're going to see what these guys actually perform. Okay, so let me cut that, and then so let's do the pH of these waters.
You're not recording that?
I'm recording.
Sorry.
All right, so we got some blues. We got some blues. We got some emerald. We got a, looks like a green. We got a beautiful purple over here. Okay. So what we have with aqua, we have a blue. Here we have panna, and that's also a blue. So those two are alkaline. And here we have Icelandic, which is a emerald like green, greenish blue, you know. It is also a pretty color, but it's less alkaline. And over here we have Crystal Geyser, which is like a greenish blue, a little on the emerald. And what I make in my kitchen is a true 9.5. It's a beautiful alkaline color, a royal purple. I love it, I love it, I love it. So one of the things I also wanted to do is, let's say you've been drinking these types of waters for a long period of time. And what happens when you drink something that's more alkaline? Well, let's find out. So we go towards the Crystal Geyser. It increases the pH, so that's nice. Here we have, ooh, that made a beautiful purple. Okay, okay. And then we have the panna. I'm spilling my water all over the place, but it did increase the pH. And right over here, it does increase the pH a little bit. So that's all good and dandy. Now, let's say you've been eating fruits and vegetables all week, and you decided to go on a party, eat some pizza, which pizza in most cases is not all that bad. But with the mix of things, you decide to drink some soda. It doesn't take a lot of soda to do a little something. And this is where the pH does matter. You just kill the alkalinity in your body. Same thing. So drinking a little bit of soda does knock down your health, because you have high fructose corn syrup in the US, and around the world they don't use high fructose corn syrup because it's banned. But not just the high fructose corn syrup, but it's also carbonated. All carbonated water is an acid. All carbonated water is an acid. So when you drink carbonated water, even Pellegrino, it is an acid for your system. And it does lower the calcium intake, or the calcium in your body. So if you're dealing with kidney stones, if you're dealing with sluggish energy, if you're dealing with all these different dis-ease, it's best not to drink carbonated drinks. There's no real debate on that. It's not the best thing for your health. But you have now seen, and also let's go with this. So what happens if you try to alkaline yourself some more? It goes alkaline, and then look at that. It starts to transition very slowly. That's what Crystal Geyser. See, it goes back to acid. And over here, barely anything. And over here, it goes. Okay, it's not too bad. But with Icelandic water, wow, what a reaction. These guys are taking more time. These guys are taking more time to transition, if anything. But with Icelandic, it doesn't budge. Wow. Hold on, let me keep doing that. Okay. So you probably already seen that, oh, it's changing again. Okay. So you need to drink a lot more alkalized water to help neutralize the acidity from that soda. It's one of the main reasons why I don't drink soda. It will knock you down. It will knock you down so fast. So hopefully this kind of helped with why soda is not all the best. And if you have diabetes, don't drink soda. That is a ultimate must not have. And also, if you're going through dialysis, do not drink soda. My God, please do not drink soda. My aunt went through this little thing. Wasn't her choice, and she did dialysis. Then the next day she was given soda. The next day she went through her dialysis, and then she was done with that. And then the next day they gave her soda. Then she went back for dialysis, and it accelerated her age, and it accelerated her cancer. Oh, it's a little sensitive, but.
And she was a master. She had a master in biology, so that tells you.
No, so I got a little bit of skin in the game in the sense of doing all these different research, doing all these different tests, because I found my solution, and I know other people that have not found a solution. They have not found why they're having these issues, why some of our family members are having some issues, and why some of our doctors can't tell us what caused it. They don't know. They don't know what you've been doing all this time. They don't know what you've been drinking. They don't know what you've been eating. They don't know where you've been working next to. They don't know. All they can do is run tests on you. All we're doing is running tests. I have no idea where this came from. I just know that it came from Iceland. And supposedly it came from this particular spring location that supposedly not a lot of man has been around of. I don't know if some deer took a whiz in the spring or some local went over there after drinking so many beers, went to this particular place and took a whiz. I have no idea. Don't know, but we're just showing you what's going on right now. And based on the time that it took from when it was extracted from that location to the point where it was bottled, from the time it was bottled and then it was shipped to multiple places around the world, and when it got to your store, and then once you bought it and then you decide to drink it, you don't know. Nobody knows how old this water is. Nobody knows. Some of them even tell you what the expiration date is. I actually found that out just recently too. Who gave it to me? This one has a best time date, and also where's pH? These guys also gave me a best time expiration date. I thought that was pretty nice, but a lot of these other bottles, no. So for Icelandic, interesting. So let me record this because this also is part of it. Okay. So in summary, the aqua didn't have much on minerals. It was very low. It was oxidative and it had good pH. The Pana had very low minerals. It was oxidative and it was low in minerals. The Icelandic didn't have much on minerals. It was oxidative and it had a decent pH. Then you have the Crystal Geyser. It did not have minerals, very, very, very low, and it was oxidative, and it had a semi above neutral pH. And then we have the water that I make in my kitchen. It has minerals. It has antioxidants, which to me is the most important, and it had a high pH. pH not induced by chemicals, but induced by electricity. So far, based on the question, what is the best bottled water? I still do not know because these guys did not outperform the water that I make in my kitchen so far. So hopefully you like this information. Till then. And then I go, alrighty. So So far, the big question continues. What is the best bottled water? Tomorrow I will do another live. No, Wednesday I will do another live. And I was personally requested to test Crystal Geyser. And I was also personally requested to test Pana. And Icelandic, I did that myself because this is the first time I ever seen Icelandic. The bottle looks cool. It has like an iceberg effect on the top. It was pretty cool. Marketing. And so far, I still continue on with the search. So on Wednesday, obviously, if you like this information, please smash that screen. Pretty much like a thank you for showing me this test. I have tested Crystal Geyser at 7.7 pH. Really? And the lowest in chloride and fluorides. That's beautiful. So you do tests yourself too. That's awesome. Beatrice Fit, let's see if we can compare some notes. Poland Spring, let me go back up so I know where I'm coming from first. How do you make your water? I tested you have Ormus. Really? Oh my word. Screenshot Petrus Fit. I have some questions about Ormus. Ooh, did you make Ormus, Petrus? Who is he talking to? Oh,
That was me.
that was because that was Evelyn. Evelyn was
I'm behind the scenes helping out.
she moved around. But the perfect most effective pH is between 7.4 to 7.8.
Someone tested Great Value alkaline water yesterday.
That all the time is no good. So, and that's all. I do agree. I do. That's why I like about this structured water, because it's the same type of water that we get from our fruits and vegetables, and it's not induced chemically. It's induced by electricity. So it's not the pH that I'm focused on when it comes to structured water. It's the electrons, because the electrons help heal the body. The pH gets neutralized from the stomach acid, like you just saw right here. And so I will have another test that will show how alkaline water is a scam when it comes in contact with stomach acid. I have a particular test that has a close relationship to stomach acid. Can lead to increase the pH of your stomach acid, which can lead to very bad effects. I think if I understand, Seeker, if I understand your question, by increasing the pH of your stomach acid, will it have negative effects? Yes. Yes, it will. That's why baking soda is not exactly the best thing to consume, because the side effect of your pH, your stomach's pH being out of whack, is acid reflux. To restabilize your stomach acid, you have apple cider vinegar that can help recalibrate your pH. Tom's deals with the side effects. Yeah, Tom's deals with the side effects, but it's not the solution to the cause. The only reason why you're having acid reflux is because the pH of your stomach acid is unbalanced. So balancing it, apple cider vinegar helps. And also not eating a lot of crappy foods. The fruits and vegetables will also help recalibrate. It takes a little bit more time. It recalibrates your stomach acid. And I would also say reduce eating gum. It sounds weird, but when you're chewing gum, you're actually starting off your digestion system, and there's nothing there. So if you stop eating gum and you drink some apple cider vinegar, and if you do not like the apple cider vinegar, you can actually make a particular type of drink, which is very awesome. You can use 1 or 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. You can throw some cinnamon in there, some lemon juice, a little bit of honey, and some water. Stir it up. And if you want, you can even throw some little bit of ginger if you want, or ginseng. Oh, yeah, throw some ginger in there. Hit it. it will help recalibrate, but also you have some good enzymes from the honey. You got some good effects from the ginger. You have some good effects for your liver because of lemon juice. And it will help with the taste of the apple cider vinegar. Wow, I drank Sprite too much. Todd, if you can, Todd. So if you drink a lot of soda, the question I have for you is, do you like the sweetness of the soda or the carbonation of the soda? I like asking these particular type of questions because I try to help as many people as I can to get away from soda or so because of what they're experiencing. And by asking that particular question will give you the idea of, I like the sweetness of it, so make lemonade. I like the carbonation of it. Drink kombucha. Kombucha is a carbonated drink, but it's also alkaline forming, and it's a probiotic. So it will not just help your digestion, but also give you that fix of carbonation. It's a beautiful 2 for 2 because I was able to reverse my lactose intolerance because of kombucha. And also I make kombucha at home. It's awesome. And I make kombucha with alkalized water. It's a bonus.
They asked if can electrons heal kidneys, but what's the kidney issue?
Can electrons heal the kidneys? I would say it helps significantly because the electrons will neutralize the free radicals, which the electrons will help reduce the inflammation of the kidneys. By drinking more, I would say if you don't have access to this system, I would say the next thing you can do is drink watermelon. It's not as potent because what I was getting from today's measurement, I was getting like -700. With watermelon juice, you can get, so far when I've tested watermelons, I'll get about -50, -100 millivolts. So I can drink like a gallon of this, and I'm actually eating around 7 to 12 watermelons with 1 gallon of this structured water. It's amazing. It's a potency. But if you're having some kidney situations right now, consume watermelon. Just buy one of those watermelons, put it in a juicer or a blender, and drink it for the day. I mean, the whole watermelon that day. And do that for about 3 days and see how your kidneys feel.
Somebody can believe that you reverse your lactose intolerance with kombucha.
Oh yeah. That how long did that take? So lactose intolerance, what it really is the bacteria in your gut is extremely low. And you don't have the bacteria to break down the milk. And that's why when you drink 2%, 0% milk, it messes your system up because it requires your bacteria to break down the milk. That's why real cheese has bacteria and other good things. And that tends to help, but not enough because a lot of the cheese is pasteurized. It's there. But the kombucha has an abundance of probiotics, and it's great. And fruits and vegetables feed the probiotics because they're known as prebiotics. There's a whole system. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Natural spring water is better. When you, so far, and I have to test this too. When you go to the spring itself, not bottled, you go to the spring itself, I would say it's better there than when it gets to the bottle. The reason why is it takes time. Like I said, this is a local brand. This is old, and most spring water is alkaline. This is neutral. And it's only 45 minutes away from me. So I would normally agree, but my current tests have told me otherwise. So Seeker of Adele, normally I would agree, but so far they still do not outperform my water that I make in my kitchen.
Seltzer water, is it good for you?
No. Seltzer water is carbonated. Anything carbonated is an acid. So when you're drinking Pellegrino, this is also a very, very important part. This is why I say alkaline water is a scam. Like I mentioned before, this ORP meter has revealed a lot of truth in the things that I've been testing. And one of the true facts, and this is, it made a perfect sense why alkaline forming foods is healthy and acid forming foods is not healthy. Yes, you need both, but you need more alkaline forming foods than acid forming foods. Some of your acid forming foods is meat, some beans, some seeds, and dairy products. And obviously, all the processed foods is acid forming. Everything that's made by God and unplugged and still alive has water and electrons, meaning antioxidants. It has vitamins, it has minerals. Yes, you have some minerals with your meat, but you have no water in meat. But in fruits and vegetables, you do. So the more fruits and vegetables you eat, the more antioxidants you start to consume. The more meat you eat, more dairy products you eat, the more oxidation you consume. The more oxidation you consume starts leading towards oxidative stress. And your body will try to balance what you put into your body. That's why when you see smokers are consuming a lot of oxidation. Huge! And also carcinogenic in itself. When you have a lot of unhealthy people, just look at what they're eating. When you look at healthy people, what are they eating the most? So when you start to see what people are doing, just look at some of your, look at some of your healthy people. You have a lot of people say vegetarian. I think it's a nice little balance, but vegetarians, they eat more fruits and vegetables, great. Vegans, mostly great. The raw vegans, that's all they eat is fruits and vegetables, beans and seeds and things, but just look at them.
Some of them I notice they age faster though because they don't have enough antioxidants. I notice they get
Of course.
They face looks greatly.
So Joe Raphael, we have been asked about this particular question a lot. Poland Springs. Poland Springs is mostly on the East Coast. I haven't seen much on the West Coast. I've seen it in Central, but I haven't seen it much on the West Coast. So we're still searching for it. Send me a message about how you create that water. So Petrus, we got you. Petrus, I'm just going through some of the comments.
How you make your water?
Who makes Ormus? Petrus Fit. Petrus Fits. Oh yeah, you know what Ormus is.
Marcus is asking how can I buy a gallon of that water?
You can't buy it. There's some people who do make it. We're one of those people, but we don't sell the water. No. The reason why we share the water is because in some cases there are people who really need it at the moment and they're local, so we give it. Some people we don't give it to. They don't really need it. But those who really need it, we give them the water, they try it out, and then they start feeling positive things. And we helped a lady that had ulcers, and she said that it helps. Evelyn has her in one of her videos. I've helped a number of people with kidney stones, and it's a beautiful thing. It helps. All this stuff helps. My mom, she's had her discomforts, and by consuming this structured water, a lot of those discomforts have drastically improved. Can electrolytes heal the kidneys? I think I've already answered that. Excuse me, you reverse your lactose intolerance? Yes. Hello, Remy. Yes.
You already answered that one.
Yep. Seltzer water, is it good for you? No. How do you make your water? We have a water system in my kitchen. Army JKR, fake. I don't know what's fake. How can I buy a gallon of water? Super cute. What's the highest pH you recommend in alkaline water? That is a very, very good question, Annette. The best pH for bottled water is none. The reason why is because I'll go with the simplest one. Essentia. If you look in the ingredients, one of the first things that they say is purified water through reverse osmosis. The second thing they put in it is sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate, if you go into the grocery store and you look at the ingredients of baking soda, you'll notice the word sodium bicarbonate. And that's all they do. They put baking soda into the water, then they put some minerals in it for taste, which is not a lot at all, and they sell it to you. You pay $4 for this, for purified water with baking soda, and you hope it has enough whatever minerals it has in it. When you have baking soda going into your body, it does destabilize your stomach acid. That's why you're not supposed to drink this when you're eating. There was a comment before that and this is why I agreed, all alkaline water is garbage because your stomach acid will neutralize it immediately. And some of the pH waters, they're really old. And also, the biggest part was you can't really break down baking soda all that well because there are some studies, rare cases, that drinking alkaline water leads towards kidney stones. But Dr. Oz and other doctors, they have realized, or so far their studies have not shown any health benefits by drinking alkaline water. So even if you go with 7.7, 7.8, 8.0, 8.5, 9.5, it doesn't matter. None of it matters. What really matters is the electrons. That's all that really matters. Does your water have electrons?
It needs to have a range because something could be extremely acidic, extremely alkaline.
But yes, so I also give you this. Water that's neutral and above is better than water acidic. The reason why I say that is because a lot of your water that's acidic is leaching plastic. And a lot of these bottled waters are leaching plastic. And when you consume these plastic bottled water, you're also consuming plastic. That's why I would always suggest glass. Glass has no plastic in it, hopefully not. But plastic bottled water, there's a lot of plastic. And when you drink that plastic, that raises the estrogen levels in your body, BPA plastic. So if you can't get to glass, or I would suggest make your own water. I put it in glass. Oh, this is how much of a fanatic. I have it in glass. Okay. I eat a lot of meat. So test everything. I like that name. Test everything. I like it. We have some tests on all these different bottles of water. I know you say test everything. I already tested a lot of these things. So since you eat a lot of meat, I would suggest structured water up the wazoo. If you don't have access to a structured water, eat a watermelon a day.
Now, what if somebody's diet is super acidic?
Super acidic.
Everything they eat is meat, soda, hamburgers, all the things that we love, but they're not good for you. What happens to your body to neutralize the pH?
So when you eat so much meat, when you consume so much soda, because it's acid forming, especially this bad boy, your body is going to pull a lot of calcium from the bones, ligaments, tendons, muscles, cartilage. So if you're having carpal tunnel or arthritis, pain in the joints, also you're feeling more fatigued, that's because your body is using up so much energy. Your cortisol level goes up, your blood pressure starts to go up, your cholesterol level goes up the wazoo. Why? Because your body is trying to do all these collections of things. The cortisol is to take care of the inflammation that's going on in the body. If you're stressed, the cortisol goes up. Your metabolism goes down. So when your cortisol goes up, that means your cholesterol level is also going up. And when you have so much inflammation in your body, look at what you're eating. Because I can tell you this, if you eat a watermelon every day, obviously if it's not in season, cucumbers, apples, fruits and vegetables with a lot of water, juice it, eat it, whatever you need to do. eat a lot of it, you'll start to realize that some of your cortisol will start to drop, your cholesterol will start to go down, your blood pressure will start to go down because the water content in those fruits and vegetables will help improve your plasma in your blood. Also, the waters from those fruits and vegetables will also decoagulate your red blood cells. So then you'll start to realize you start getting a little bit more energy. But I will also suggest try to reduce your coffee intake, because coffee with tap water and bottled water is an acid. But when you make it with structured water, it decreases the acidity and it actually increases the alkalinity of the coffee. Coffee does have electrons though. When I found that out, I was like, that's why people drink coffee. But also because of ketosis and so on. But to reduce, like if you're leaning towards kidney stones, first thing I will tell you, stop eating meat. If you're having gout, stop eating meat. Don't drink alcohol. Stop drinking the sodas. Eat more fruits and vegetables. Do it for a week. Fruits and vegetables only for a week. Your body will change. It takes time, but your body will change because you need the waters in those fruits and vegetables. Alkaline water is just baking soda. Yeah. If it has sodium bicarbonate at the back, yeah, it's baking soda. Oh, it walled me up when I found out.
So if your body is too acidic from all that food,
Mhm.
and your body is taking calcium from your bones, what happens? What's going on?
It
with your
leads
blood?
towards osteoporosis. So when you see older people looking like this, or when they fall, they're breaking their bones, or they start having joint pains, it's because of your diet. You are what you eat. It's all because of your diet.
So your blood is meant to be alkaline.
So yes. So your blood is always like above neutral. It is alkaline, slightly alkaline. It has to be above alkaline. For if your blood went down 0.02 points down or below 7.0, you die like that. Just die because your blood is acidic. So it will pull so much calcium because you have a lot of bones, and there's calcium in your ligaments. There's calcium in your joints. Your body will always pull these. Your body loves you so much that it will do everything to ensure that you survive. It will ensure that you survive your habits. Because what you put into your body is the habit. But if this is the habit, if this is the habit and you're feeling pain, this is the reason why you're going through pain. This is the source. Your body loves you. It did not choose to drink this. You chose to drink this. So your body says, okay, you drank that. Let me do what I can. I'll take this calcium here. I'll take some calcium here. Oh, this one is already in red. Okay, let me pull this. Let me pull that. Oh, I have back pain. Well, okay, I can't pull any more calcium from that area. I need to pull it from up there. Let me pull some from the teeth. Oh, sorry, their dentist said you have more cavities now. There's a reason. Your body loves you based on the decisions that you made. So where do I get kombucha? Walmart, health food stores. Kombucha is now a very common drink now. I'm actually surprised. Over these past 7 years, I'll make my own kombucha.
It's not. So kombucha, guys, is not sold on the water aisle. It's actually on the juices aisle. It's like a big fridge.
Huh?
When he goes to the store, kombucha is not on the water.
It's in the cold section.
It's not on the bottled water section. It's on the
cold section.
Juiced, yeah.
So that's how you use pool level pool pH. Yeah. So what I remember is, because I don't own a pool, it has to be slightly alkaline, because if it's too alkaline, then you have bacteria that grows. But if it's too acidic, it hurts the skin, or too much chlorine. But if it's just around neutral or a little bit, it doesn't have that. Because if the water's too acidic,
between 7 and 7.6.
Yeah, somewhere around there. I don't own a pool. Did you know that Nestle pumps clean water out of the under Flint? Ooh. For $250 per year for a whole bottle of plants, yeah. You're in the same boat. You're in the same boat. And you know what this is? It's just purified water. And this is also acidic in plastic bottles. It's been sitting in this plastic bottle for a very long time, and we give this to our kids. We give this to our kids. I say hell to the hell no. That's why I go straight to here. Or in my kitchen. Oh yeah. So old word, I completely agree with you. Flint, Michigan still has lead poisoning, but Nestle gets all the clean water for nothing. Yeah, they go to the aquifers. They pump it out. They actually, because they're pumping out so much water, the environment's being affected now. It's getting drier. So it's going to be like California where everything's so dry, and all of a sudden during the summer, it may burst into flames. Who knows? Bottled water is a joke. Most municipal tap water, pretty much. High prunes. Yes.
Purines.
Oh, prunes. High prunes. Oh, Dr. Sean. So, Dr. Sean, so what we did here, and you'll probably agree with me with this one. Basically, first I'll ask a question. What is your thoughts on alkaline water? Because so far my thoughts on alkaline water, it's all a scam. It's all crap because the stomach acid neutralizes it. But alkaline forming foods and acid forming foods does play a huge role on the body's health. And I do have a test that helps reflect that concept. So that will be in another live. But the next live I'm going to do at 6 o'clock Pacific time is this extreme. No, tomorrow we're going to be out.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
So to ensure that we don't double book ourselves. So Icelandic water, it's nice, but so far a lot of these bottled waters that I bought here to do tests for everyone, I have not consumed any of these. I haven't even tasted any of them. There's one I'll never, ever, ever drink or let it touch my mouth. I'll never let this touch my mouth. There's too many things going on in here. And what I'm going to be testing tomorrow, because I'm still in pursuit of what is the best bottled water, Wednesday, is I'm going to test these 2 bottles of water. And did I do pH on all of them? Yeah, I think I did pH on all of them. So the next bottle, so this is the most expensive bottled water I've ever tested, or will be. I have not opened this. You guys want to see it firsthand. I paid $13 for this bottle of water. A gallon of this is more than $50. It's more than $50. A gallon of this that I make in my house that so far has outperformed 30 different bottles of water. I make this less than 10 cents. And a gallon of this is more than $50. So is this better than my 10 cents? I don't know. We'll test that. We'll find out on Wednesday. And then we have Sedona. This Sedona was not cheap and it's fairly small, but even a gallon of this is very, very pricey. So I've been wanting to test this bottled water for a very long time since I bought this. And the seal is still there. See that seal? It's still sealed. So I'm going to have a field day with this one, because one of the things that it says is it's restructured, and I drink structured water. So if they're saying it's restructured, that tells me this should be structured. And I think I'm going to also do the hydration test too. A lot of people don't, I have never done the hydration test here, but I'm going to do the hydration test as well, because the question I have is, if this is restructured, this should be very hydrating, meaning that the water molecules in this water should be very, very small. So it should be able to be absorbed into the body very, very easily. And if it's able to do it as easy as my water, I give them extreme kudos, because they say it's restructured. So that's going to be one big thing. And hypooxygenated. That one's going to be also very interesting too, because my water has an abundance of hydrogen as well as oxygen. And the whole premise of the oxygen in the water is supposed to increase the oxygen in your blood. So more oxygen in your blood, that also means that it's supposed to help your blood become less coagulated, and promotes more. The more oxygen you have in your body, the more effective you are against viruses and things, because most viruses do not like oxygen. And that's why you're not really supposed to eat pork, besides the parasites, because pork is very fattening and it reduces the oxygen in your blood. So,
how about people who love cooking with lard?
Lard.
That's a tough one.
Lard. It is saturated.
Coconut oil. Let's just say coconut oil.
Coconut oil is much better on the body. Olive oil, not cooked, is good for the body, or it's not too bad on the body. Even the quality of your olive oil you have to look into as well. If it's olive oil in one particular location, one particular farm, it is the best, because it has the best properties that helps the body break down body fat. But if it's different types of olive oil and from different farms all wrapped up in one bottle, it's not as potent. It's just
Somebody's
so many little
asking.
things.
Next question. Somebody's asking, what's in your water jug? Show them.
So you see this. So what I have here is I have green aventurine, I have jasper, I have amethyst, quartz, citrine. Let me see, renegade, caroline. I have a couple of crystals in the bottle. So
Reason?
the reasoning for it is it's based on the concept of inducing frequencies into the water, and also to help reduce the stress in the body, but also the mineral content from these crystals also helps de-stress the body. There was this one document I was looking into that when you have this particular collection of crystals, it helps with weight loss, which technically means it reduces the stress in the body. So I'm just inducing more minerals into my body.
Also, so you guys know, be careful, not any crystal can be mixed with water for drinking. These
Yes.
are safe.
Let me show you. This one. Whoops.
You okay?
Yep. Cable. Okay. Sorry, I tripped over a cable. Okay. This crystal here, this is like a bumblebee jasper or something or other. If you put this in water, this emits or releases arsenic. Very, very, very poisonous. So one of my friends was saying, don't put this near water. I'm actually close to water. So let me put this away. So these particular crystals, we also have this, which is a amethyst spear in our glass bottle. We also have quartz, and we also have a few crystals. Citrine, nice little spear. And what I like about, if you guys are into like frequencies and things, one of the things we were finding out is a lot of your tap water and bottled waters, they have, based on the based on these tests, the frequencies in these types of waters, so especially this one, the frequencies in this water is bad. And
What it is?
it's bad. And the frequencies in this water is bad. I mean, it's real bad. I would never, ever drink this. No, 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 no. And it's based on the science of this book. And what I like about the structured water, especially my machine, it clears those messages. It makes it a white page. It makes it a white page. And then when I put crystals into it, it has a painting. It has a beautiful painting. Here you got mud, other paintings and other things that's not all that desirable, and especially the liquid death. But so hopefully, Lucy, that helped answer that question dealing with the crystals. If you have more questions on the particular crystals, message Evelyn and she can give you that answer after I give her the answer too. So hopefully, again, if you like this information, please follow Evelyn on Instagram. Also, follow her, message her, ask all the questions in the world. And if you have any further questions, especially all this crazy science stuff, as well as anything else in between, health, you can message me, follow and message me on the Alkalized Man
TikTok.
On TikTok. And I also have my Instagram, same name. But my goal is to help more than 5,000 people. If I can help them, fantastic. If you guys have questions, fantastic. If I don't have the answer, I can lead you to where you can. But the objective is to help as many people as we can. So thank you so much for your time.
Guys,
thank you.
Guys, we'll see you on Wednesday, 6
Wednesdays.
o'clock.
Yeah.
6 o'clock. If something happens, we might come up by 7. Sometimes we have a little emergency last minute, depending what's going on.
Yeah.
We meet up with people locally to share just a sample of the water so they can test it out. And please follow this account. We're watching the live.
Yes.
And please support Manny's account, Alkalized Man, as well, so he can also go live. He cannot wait to hit 1,000 followers, so he can also
go live.
Make more lives and help more people.
Yes.
So thank you so much, guys, for the love and the support. You guys are amazing. You guys are incredible. Much love to you guys. See you Wednesday, 6.
And I think Evelyn's going to try to see if she can follow some of you guys.
Yes, I will follow you guys.
So we can keep in contact, because that's what we do. This whole social media stuff is to keep contact, learn from multiple people. So far with Old Word, you got some good info. You know this. I love it. So thank you so much for your time. Be healthy, stay healthy, and be an alkalized human. Till then, peace.
Much love to you guys. Reggie, Eddie, Thibaut, Kenny, Annette, Famous, Lucy, Steve, Regan, Will, Noah, Lily, Estrada, Luis, Sunshine.
We thank you.
Alicia, Kelly, Cute, Kat, Rascal, Donald, Ken, Carlo, Roger, Doug, Edra, Wendell. Those are the top people I can see here. So top viewers. Guys, you are amazing. Please follow this account so I can follow you back. Much love, guys. Kisses. Bye-bye. For our Facebook and YouTube fam, you guys are incredible as well. Leave your comments. Love you guys. Thank you for the hearts. Bye-bye.